Hey guys, happy Tuesday! I wanted to come in here and do our daily fire for today. And today's topic I wanted to talk about is a little thing called self-motivation. So I was talking to my coach Lauren this morning, just about what it really takes to be truly successful, to be a thriving coach that, hits Success Club consistently, grows their business, makes their goals and their vision happen. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing. It's a small percentage out of, the grand total of how many coaches join this team. And it all comes down to one thing, which is self-motivation. And the coaches that really truly want this are the ones that aren't waiting around for their coach to tell them to do things. They aren't the ones making excuses. They aren't the ones, I don't know. They are the ones that have just figured out that the ball is in your court with this business, you guys. If you are waiting on your coach or me or whatever to, check in on you and make sure that you're doing the right things, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's having an employee mindset versus an entrepreneur business owner mindset. And you have to be a business owner and realize that you are in 100% control of this business and your success. And the successful coaches are the ones that understand that, and they take it into their own hands. So, like, when I was a new coach, I was telling Lauren about this, and I'm making my breakfast for me and my husband right now, just so you guys know. But when I was a new coach, I remember, as I was learning things, I would go on YouTube and, instead of immediately going to Lauren or not doing anything if I didn't understand, what I would do is I went to YouTube and I found videos for those things that I wanted to understand or learn more about. And I educated myself and I figured out the answers to those questions myself. And I spent time, hours listening to YouTube videos from Amy Silverman and, listening to past national wake-up calls so that I could figure out how to make this business work. And Lauren never told me how to do those things. Lauren never mentioned it. Lauren never said, Alexa, all right, how many, invites did you send this week? Like, whatever. I always just showed up and did it because at the end of the day, I knew that this wasn't Lauren's business. This was mine. And I was sick and tired of answering to bosses and managers. And it's one of the reasons why I even started this business, so that I could be in control of my own success and my destiny. And I knew that. So I just went for it. And Lauren has always been there as my support system and my sounding board and to help me through anything. But at the end of the day, she's never once had to push me. She's never once had to ask me, to get my shit together. She's never asked, made me do the things that I need to do. So, and it all comes down to the fact that I've taken ownership of my business and I'm motivated, and I know that motivation has to come from me. So if you struggle with self-motivation, I really encourage you to realize that this is one of the most important keys to success in this business. I can't make you do anything. I can't make any of you guys do anything in your business. You have to do it. You have to take action. All I can do is provide you with all the resources that I possibly can provide you, which is what I've done. But at the end of the day, you all know that you have to show up and do your shit. I can't do it for you. And so if you need help with learning how to get self-motivated, that's where personal development comes in, you guys. A really great book that I love that I've learned, all about self-discipline is No Excuses by Brian Tracy. That's one of my favorites. I have that one on audio, and anytime that I'm just don't have motivation or whatever, that's a really great one that has taught me how to get that self-discipline. So if you struggle with that, try out No Excuses by Brian Tracy. The other one that I really love that I just got and just started is 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. That one's all about motivation and learning how to, pick yourself up and do the things that you don't necessarily want to do, but you need to do. So that's why personal development is a vital behavior. That's why it's so important on this journey, because without it, you're not going to push through these mental blocks and learn how to become self-motivated in your business. But you guys, you've got to realize this, and I can't do this for you. And the successful coaches are never the ones who have to be told or asked, did you get your work, or did you get your workout in? Did you get your invites in? How many people did you invite? How many calls did you set up? They just do it. They just show up and get it done. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of those coaches who's like, yes, I'm ready, I want to do this, I'm ready to rock this, I'm ready to take my business to the next level, like, you need to work on your self-motivation and self-discipline, and make sure that you're showing up every day for your business and not putting your business on the back burner when life gets hard, because I feel like that happens. I've seen it happen to countless coaches over the last 3 years. When something in life happens, you're like, the first thing that you want to do is put coaching on the back burner or not focus on it. And you know what that is? That's like shooting yourself in the foot, lose all of your momentum in your business. I mean, I understand it's hard. Do you guys not think that I have gone through some bullshit over the last 2 years? I mean, I'm not even going to get into all of it, but you guys, the last like 2 years of my life have been like probably the biggest struggle that I've ever been through. But I've never taken a step back. Because I know that there's always going to be something else that's going to happen. And if I just continue to let life get in the way of my goals and my vision, I'm never going to get there. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn how to push through the bullshit and show up for your business, despite what's going on in your life, despite your life situation. Because here's the thing. You need to learn that now when something else happens down the road, that you can handle it. Because otherwise, what's going to happen? Every time something happens, you're going to keep putting your business on the back burner? Like, okay, cool. Like, have fun trying to build up any sort of momentum that way. Like, being honest. So, I've never put my business on the back burner. I mean, of course I take days off. I even have taken full weekends off. You know what I mean? But I've never taken a step back. I've never not pushed to help 3 people a month. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what I'm trying to get at. If you're not self-motivated, and if you're struggling or waiting around or being like, wow, my coach hasn't told me how to do this, my coach hasn't checked in on me recently, my coach hasn't done this, that, and the other thing, take ownership of your shit. Because this is your business and nobody else's. And that's the great thing about it. You're in control. Not a boss, not a manager, not your sponsor, like nobody but you. And that's an amazing, beautiful thing, because how many of you guys are working jobs for managers or companies or whatever, and you're getting paid shit, and you get a 3% raise, even if you're busting your ass and going above and beyond your job title. At the end of the day, it's still in the hands of your boss, right? So this business isn't like that. You know what I mean? Like, your success is dependent on you and the amount of work that you are willing to put in and the amount of lives you're willing to change. So you just have to realize that you got to take ownership of that first and foremost. Okay? And if you don't have that self-motivation or that self-discipline, work on it. Work on it. Okay? That's your Daily Fire for today. No tip or action item, just a little bit of real talk and motivation and inspiration for you guys. Start showing up. That's what you just got to do. Don't wait around for someone to tell you or check in on you or whatever. Realize that real leaders, real successful coaches are the ones that just do their shit and show up every day. Some days are going to be better than others, but at the end of the day, real leaders show up for their business and don't give excuses, and they find that motivation within themselves instead of putting it on other people or waiting for somebody else or something else to motivate them. Stop waiting on something out here to motivate you to do shit in your business, because until you can find it in here within you, you're always going to struggle to get motivated to do what you got to do. Okay? Love you guys. Happy Tuesday. Chat with you soon.